guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Belle from budgetwithbelle.com, helping you create a budget, pay off debt, and save for the future. Today's video is going to be on 15 things I stopped buying in order to save money and reduce waste. 1. Yearly smartphone upgrades. Phone companies will release new upgraded devices every single year, and some consumers like to buy them every single year. I used to be one of those who upgraded my phone quite often, but I no longer do that. Even though they do things to try to get you back into the door by, Number 2, extended warranties. I do not recommend buying extended warranties for 3 reasons. 1, they're expensive. 2, they usually have funny language that most of us do not understand because they word them in a way for you not to, on purpose. So you won't know the kind of coverage you do have or don't have. 3, if you're anything like me, you forget to use them. I've purchased extended warranties on household items, on furniture, on cars, and I usually don't even use them. And oftentimes most people don't use them or don't even need them. Number 3, brand new cars. Brand new cars, as you may know, depreciate immediately after it is driven off the lot. So for example, if the ticket price was $30,000 on a brand new vehicle, immediately driving it off the lot, that car is now worth $27,000. It happens that fast. That's just an example. Don't quote me word for word. So what I would recommend, buy a vehicle that's 3 to 5 years old. If you do decide to buy a brand new car, make sure you keep it for at least 10 years plus so you can get the full value of the vehicle. Number 4, brand names. While it's true buying some items, brand names is much better, but it doesn't stand true for every single item you purchase. Which leads me to number 5, overpriced food. When it comes to grocery shopping, you can get away with buying things that are store brand instead of name brand, and you're just fine. Number 6, packaged food, packaged veggies, and cut up fruits. I no longer buy those items because, for starters, they're usually super overpriced by $2, $3, $4 more than the regular item that's not cut up. The reason being is because you're paying for convenience, and convenience oftentimes costs money. Number 7, full price clothing. Given the way we're living and how inexpensive some item of clothing have become, there's no real need to buy clothes that are designer unless you really want to. I used to be that person that only wanted, designer brands or really popular brands, but I no longer do that because usually there's seasonal items. The wearability of those items, you're unable to really get much out of it because it's seasonal. So instead, I recommend you don't buy designer clothing or full price clothing. Try to see if you can get things discounted. I recommend you buy items that are classic pieces and that you can get more wear out of. Number 8, I'm guilty of this. Our household kind of likes to do this, but I'm getting away from it this year, and it's bottled water. Bottled water contributes to plastic waste. And this year, I really want to work on reducing my carbon footprint as best as I can. So instead, I would recommend you buy a filter for your sink or gallon of water if you really don't like the filter system, and buy a reusable water bottle so you can use that on a consistent basis. Number 9, even before I had a baby, this was something that I did not want to do for my children, which is excessive amounts of kids' toys. Have you ever been to one of your friend's house and the house is just filled with kids' toys and it's like, okay, we get it, you're a parent, but this is just too much. So for me, we do not buy a lot of toys for our kids. When it comes to the holidays and birthdays, for their wish list, I do not put toys on there. Number 10, just like cut up food and veggies, baby food is something else that you get charged for convenience. So I recommend you make your own baby food by just cutting up some pears, some sweet potatoes, apples, and before you know it, you got some tasty, healthy, homemade baby food. Number 11, subscriptions. You know I had to talk about this. This is a booming industry. I love them, you love them, we all love them. But subscriptions and certain memberships are just getting out of hand on a monthly basis. Like, as many of you guys know, between the Netflix, the Hulu, the Disney Plus, the gyms, different subscriptions and membership programs that exist out there. Sit back, take some time out and review how many you have. Pick just 2 or 3 minimum, because they really add up, and oftentimes you don't use them all. I highly recommend that you do that. Number 12, books and magazines. I no longer buy books and magazines for 2 reasons. 1, it clutters my house. I'm really working on reducing the amount of stuff that I have in our home. 2, oftentimes we don't get a chance to finish the book. So what I've been doing in our household is going to the library instead and renting out the books from there. Number 13, online courses. I love online, don't get me wrong. As a course creator myself, I love it. It's a great way to monetize your blog. It's a great way to monetize your business. But as a course hoarder, from the consumer perspective, it's crazy. Courses are just like memberships and subscriptions. You have a ton of them, you pay for them, and you don't even use them most of the time. There's not enough time in the day. I'm not saying not to buy courses, because I think it's a great way to get the knowledge that you need. They're convenient because you can take the classes at any time. They're yours forever, and they're beautiful. They're great in so many ways. I do recommend you set a yearly course budget if that's something you're really into, because it can get out of hand. Trust me. In 2016, when I first started blogging, I spent so much on courses that I'm not even gonna give you the number. That's how much it was. Number 14, air fresheners and perfume. I'm not saying go around without wearing deodorant and being musty on people. I no longer buy air fresheners and perfumes for 2 reasons. They disrupt your endocrine system and affects your hormones. There's other ways to smell fresh and smell lovely. 15, to close up with number 15, this one is probably the most important one. Trying to impress people. Okay guys, let's get into this one. We all do it. We've all have done it, and some of us continue to do it. But let me tell you, and take it from Belle. Belle is telling you what to do today. Do not try to impress people. This is the fastest way to going broke. Trust me. Trying to do or be like someone else does not work. For starters, it deflates your wallet and it messes up your emotions. It's just not cool. Just be the best you that you can possibly be. Afford the things that you can possibly afford with your budget. Basically, stay in your money lane. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, I hope this video was resourceful for you. I hope you found it cool. Please like, share with a loved one. Knowledge is power. The question of the day is, what are some things that you stop buying or stop doing in order to save money? Let me know down below.